Hi, I'm Abayomi-Paul of freetraffictip.com, and today we're going to learn a little bit about a tool called Triberr. I'm not going to get into a really extensive how-to because Triberr already has several FAQ and how-to videos on their website. I'm just going to go through the process and point out a couple of things that confused me when I got started that might help you out when you're trying to get started with Triberr as well. So, Triberr is at Triberr.com. It's 2 R's, Triberr, as you can see over here. And when you get to the Triberr homepage, you're going to see two options to get started. You can either find a tribe and try to join one, or if you have an invite code, you can enter your invite code and be invited that way. It'll probably take a while before you find out whether you've been accepted or not. And in that time, you can ponder what Triberr is. Triberr is a way to build community around your Twitter account in that you enable other bloggers to automatically receive notice that your blog post has been published, and you also have the option of letting them send you or push to you the items in their RSS feed as well from their blogs. So they can publish your posts and you can publish their posts. There's an automatic and a manual setting. You may join a tribe where everybody has to be automatically sharing, and of course you're going to want to check to see if the writers there are people you trust enough to have their content automatically pushed into your feed. There's other tribes that have a manual option, which is that some people can go ahead and leave theirs on automatic and just push out everything, and other people may want to leave it manual. There's a lot of reasons for doing that. You may want to time things, and it's really right now the only way to time things manually is to put your settings on a manual drip. And other reasons may be that maybe some of the content in the group isn't appropriate to your crowd and you don't want to send out untargeted things. So if the things in the group are going off topic more often than you'd like, maybe you want to set up the manual setting. But let's look at Triberr for a minute. Now that you've got your invitation, if you have one, you can click on login, and obviously it'll log you into the site. And once you're logged in, you're going to get a dashboard, which will probably be blank the first time that you come in. And then you're going to see that you have several tribes and not just the one. You're going to see the tribe that you joined and a couple of other ones. They'll give you 3 that are automatically named, and I can show you a blank one in a minute. But here's a tribe that actually has people in it that are created out of the 3 that they give you besides whichever one you're accepted to. And when you join a tribe, you're going to want to go over to where it says settings and set up the way that you want everything to appear. Now, if it's your tribe, and this one is mine, not just one that I belong to, then you can see spaces for you to change the name, the description, and what it takes for people to apply, as well as the category that you want to put yourself in. If you have more than one Twitter account, you can place it in here. If you have more than one RSS feed, you can select which one you want to feed in the group for here. And this is the area that everybody can change, which is automatic tweeting. If you're in a tribe where the settings are made so you're allowed to change them. It's weird because everybody's settings are under settings and not just the admins. So everybody, at least most of the people I talked to, got confused about where do I change the settings, but it's under settings. Scroll down to automatic tweeting, and just, if you want it to be manual, turn it from off to on. It's really that simple. The second thing that I saw confusing people was that there's all these tribes already created for you, and what do you do to make them different, etc. You can just go to settings, change all of that information. It's really easy. And then you save it. If you haven't got people that you've invited yet, I would turn it to off because nobody wants to join a tribe that doesn't have people in it yet. But there's a place that you can go to invite people, and there's a place that you can look at people who have applied, and you can look at the whole list of members right there, which is the default. Another thing that I thought would be interesting place to go over is the account options. You can set up you can change your password, your email, and things like that over here. You'll want to look at your Twitter settings. Are you going to be tweeting out or asking the people distribute to more than one account. Your RSS settings, is there just one blog that you want to share or a lot of them? Maybe you're making a tribe for yourself to keep track of bookmarks that you want to tweet out to your Twitter account. And then content settings. Do you want the post to show up on your own Twitter stream so that you can automatically, send them out? There's an adult setting of the ability to let people who are in the same tribe as you, the same group as you, resend things that they've already sent to the group before. And so that's the settings. Of course, you save at the bottom. And then after a while, it won't be immediate, but after a while, there'll be an update and you'll log into your dashboard and there'll be several posts here. So if you're doing this manually, what do you do? How can you personalize it a bit? You can click on the title and that will let you edit what the title of the post is, after you've clicked the link and read the post. Maybe you want to change the headline because you know that there's information that you can include that will make people want to read it more because you know your audience. So that's a place where you can add information. And if you want to CC another person on Twitter, you can do that there as well. If you have a link that comes out that you don't want to share with people or you want to stop sharing, you can pause it. I usually want to pause all my Friday links at some point because I want them to go out when there's a higher audience. And right now it is about 7 p.m. So the next time I want people to share it is going to be, probably 10 a.m. on Saturday. That's a better time than Friday evening. So I'm going to pause all of my settings. You can also click on this to see who has sent you the most traffic, the most clicks, I should say. And if you don't want to keep track of these statistics, even though this is paused, you can just completely delete it. But remember, if you delete a post from your outgoing stream, it will also delete the statistics. I can't believe I just touched my nose. Now everybody's going to ask me why I'm picking my nose in the video, but I'm okay with that. Really, I am. So anyway, the other things that people get confused is whether or not they need more bones to get more people in their particular tribe. But if you're inviting people who are already part of Triberr, that's when you need to worry about getting more bones. If you want to just expand, it takes out of the bones that you already have and you're going to be okay. So if you're expanding from people who are, a part of the place. So here's where you go to invite. You can invite existing people or invite people who aren't in Triberr. The people who aren't in Triberr, it's not really a big deal, and it's neat because you can invite them by direct message so that if you talk to that person and they take their direct messages, that they'll be able to get that message. But if you don't talk to them much over Twitter or they don't check DMs, some people are too overwhelmed to check DMs, you can also invite them by email. Or an existing person, as you can see, this is where I was talking about that it would cost a certain number of bones to get more people in. So that's Triberr as I understand it. It looks like it's expanding. It's a neat tool. I hadn't been getting a whole lot of traction from it in the beginning, but now I'm starting to see some real results. Sending out one tweet into my group, I can expect an average tweet to bring at least 100 visitors to whatever I'm sending it to, an average one. If I plan well and do all sorts of other things, if you've seen that video in the other part of the YouTube account about my super stats, I can sometimes get thousands of people to see a single tweet. But average is more like 100. And to be able to get 85 more people in other audiences that I don't have to see a tweet and to actually click on the link, it's significant because you're expanding your audience beyond yourself and with pivotal people who all have like interests, because that's the whole idea of creating a tribe. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. I hope that you'll join Triberr. They're a pretty neat organization and a good tool. If you need to be invited, let me know. I'm thinking about creating a tribe for fellow bloggers and seeing how that works out. Have a beautiful day wherever you are.